Rise and shine, YouTube. I am getting some gas, getting a few things done before I start my rising rights. Basically, I'm just getting going. It's dark out here, and I'm realizing it was not the clouds the whole time. The sun is just coming up later. We're starting to get into the season where the days are shorter and the nights are longer, and it's gonna get cooler. As you can see, again, got my jacket still on. I think next week it's gonna get a bit warmer, but it's been in like the 70s, which, again, not complaining, cool. But yeah, you can just tell that the seasons are starting to change, and so again, preparation for that. Yeah, it's makes me a little sad though, because I liked watching the sunrise when I get up, and now it's just gonna rise a little later. So whenever I come out of the gym or before I'm going to work, then the sun will be rising. But during this time, it's gonna be dark. So taking a little getting used to that. I did go to bed earlier than I have been last night. I do feel a bit better today. I am going to attempt that again tonight, although it's the weekend now. And so, you know, that may be a little hard because I'm going to want to stay up and like do things or watch something. But we'll see what happens. But I do feel a bit more rested today, which is good. So yeah, I definitely need more rest, and I will be working on that. Outside of that, again, I feel a little bad because I don't have any like topics and stuff ready for you all, and I haven't been setting my phone on the tripod. But usually coming off of something, like if you got sick, or if there's a trip, or if there's something that happens out of the ordinary, if you have a routine that was helping you stay consistent, then it's like, what do you do during those times? So do you continue, or do we stop? Do we allow it to keep us from keeping, crossing the thing off of our habit tracker, whatever it is. So these are times where, it's going to happen. Life happens. And so do you continue again? As you've seen, like on the weekends, I didn't do it in the mornings. I would do it in the evenings or afternoons, but I still did it. So for me, it's still showing up, being consistent as far as putting this out, recording it every day and putting it out. And so I've been doing that, even though the timing hasn't been the same. Again, I've talked about the nightly routine being so important. And so obviously I know that I need to improve that. I'm working on that. And so as I continue, whether or not I continue these vlogs every day, I will be working on my nightly routine. So I'm making the adjustment. Maybe I don't get up at the same exact time every day, which I am working on that goal. So I'm not, gonna leave that one behind. But my day may look a little different. My routine during the day may look a little different. And again, making the adjustment when things change. If I were to get sick, how would I continue to do the certain things? For me, my rising rights are very important. So every day I like to do those things, whether it happens in the morning or not. I still want to do those things, like the whole breath work, meditation, reviewing my planner, and also working on something towards my goals, which would be my content right now. And then I am starting back up by one project. And so working on that. So doing something towards those things every day, no matter what happens. But yeah, so life is going to happen. Life is going to happen, and it's what you do when it happens. We can just stop and completely quit, or maybe you had to take a pause. Let's say there was an emergency. You got to go to the hospital, whatever the thing is. You just can't do the things. You may need to just take a pause, but it doesn't mean to stop completely and for a long period of time either. Maybe you need to stop for a day or two. Maybe you need to stop for a week, but we just pick it back up and continue on. We don't beat ourselves up about it. I mean, some people, you may need some sort of a negative thing to happen so that you can continue, because that's going to push you. You're more of a pain person, not a pleasure person. Or maybe the pain brings you some kind of pleasure on some level. But just saying that you may need something, some sort of incentive for that. So one thing people do is they would tell somebody close to them, have an accountability partner, and say, like, if I don't do this, then I'll pay you however much money. If I don't do this, then you do that. So that you have somebody holding you accountable, and it's going to take something away from you that you don't want taken away from you. And you trust that that person's actually going to show up and do that too. They're going to hold you accountable. So that's just a few ways that you can continue your habits when you know that you probably wouldn't do it on your own. For me, I do have my accountability buddy who calls me in the mornings, or I'll call them as well, so that we can get up and do the things that we know we want to do, because it's going to help us in the future, our future selves. And so, yeah, really, it's, being prepared for those days when it doesn't go so well. And also, yeah, life's going to happen. So do you stop or do you continue on? Like, how important is it to you? If it wasn't that important, then you would still stay in the bed. You would still do the thing that's comfortable. You're going to still continue to do the same old. But if it really is that important to you, you're going to start to make these small changes. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that we do one small habit. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. But whenever you see my vlogs, it is your trigger to do your one small habit, no matter how small it is. We're doing 1% a day towards our future self, towards the change that we want to see, whatever that thing is. So right now is your chance to do that. I'm going to get off here so I can do mine, which is going to be my breath work and meditation today, talking to myself nicely, preparing myself for the rest of this day. And yeah, that's about it. So don't forget to smile, breathe, shine, dance, laugh, joke, hug somebody, do something that will bring you some joy today. Pour back into your cup. Don't forget to do that so you can show up fuller for the others around you and for the things that you're wanting to do, because if you're doing that from an empty cup, you're not going to get the results that you want. It's not going to feel good, and then you're going to question why you're even doing it. So this is your time to remind yourself, pour back into yourself, energize yourself, and yeah, don't forget to shine, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Y'all take care.